Morning.
Hi everyone, I'm Agnes.
And I'm Charles.
And we're going to be your hosts for today.
So this is our second year of the Acholi Cultural Day. We're looking to have it once every year. So it's a great initiative for us youth and the young people to feel part of a culture in Australia. Without further ado, we'd like to introduce Alex to start off with the opening prayer.
Dear Heavenly Father, so we want to give thanks and glory this afternoon because you are God who can make our life safe. Father, we want to give thanks and glory because you are good God. God who always watch over us every single day. Father, we want to give thanks this time to get us together, to bring us in a various place. Father, we want to ask your Spirit to come and dwell among us, to guide us and take control of each of us, Father. And also we want to remember people who are on the way coming. Father, protect them, bring them safely. Father, also we want to pray for our leader. Father God, give them knowledge, more knowledge, how to lead your people, to take us in the right direction. And we want to give thanks because you are God who can watch over us, take control of our life, Father God. Thank you. We want to pray for all people who are coming here. Father, you send your Holy Spirit to come and watch over us. And for your guiding, Father, we want to ask your angel to come and dwell among us so that we can be happy, enjoy ourselves, Father God. Thank you so much. We're not too long, Father God. We want to pray for everything we are doing here, just to make our love, to be close to you, and to love each other. Father God, thank you so much. And we want to pray that let your will be done according to what you want us to be. Father, thank you so much. We want to pray for our youth who are leading us. Father God, you give them knowledge, give them more encouragement so that they can be the future of the Acholi community in all over Australia. Father God, thank you. Let them come together with the elders and then they can learn, they can know how they're important to be together, Father God. Thank you. Take control of us. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, pray. Amen.
I would like to start off by introducing the Acholi chairman of Victoria, the person who sort of looks after us and brings us together and try to keep our culture in place. Now please would you introduce to you guys Acholi Mark. Thank you, Alex. Although we've got a small number, it's all right. Thank you everyone for coming down nice and early. Expecting more guests, but unfortunately, maybe traffic. There's one thing that we did forget also is to acknowledge the traditional landowner. So I would like to go back and sort of start by acknowledging the traditional landowners in which we meet today. Would like to pay our respect to the elders, past and present, including those from our community and other communities that have joined us here today.
All right, my name is Otto Mark, Otim, but I like to be called Otto, and many people call me different names, all my names. I don't really mind. And I would like, firstly, I would like to say thank you for the MCs, Charles and Agnes. Thank you for leading the programs. And I believe our number is good enough to start, but I believe more are yet to come later on. So we don't want to wait until too late for us to celebrate and have a good time together. And I would like to welcome our guest tonight, our main speaker tonight, and would like to welcome Gillian and Nathan and also the family. And sorry I couldn't remember all your name, but nice meeting you tonight, and thank you so much for coming. And let's give them a hand. And they will be actually presenting for us a very nice information. I don't want to go and tell exactly what they're going to say, but they'll introduce themselves later on and also tell us exactly the services or some information that is very important for us as a community. So I don't have a lot to say, but I'm really great that we are making this as a promise that every year we come together once a year, at least to celebrate and enjoy our culture, and also with friends, and we also invite a lot of visitors to come and join together and celebrate the day, or actually making the end of the year for us. So we don't want to call it as a Christmas, but we call it a cultural celebration. So we celebrate our achievements, we celebrate the time we've been together, and to make sure that our culture continue, to make sure our culture is maintained. So thank you all, and if there's anything more left, I'll be glad to say more. Thank you.
We've got another special guest speaker tonight with us, the chairman of the Equatoria, Mr. Clement Lelia. Please, when you're ready, the floor is all yours.
All right, thank you very much. As you must have heard, my name is Clement Lelia, the chairman of Acholi Community for the last 1 year and a half. Acholi Community is a big community. Acholi is one of the tribes in the Acholi Community. We have got about 36 tribes in the Acholi Community. So it's a big community. We have been together all this time since the formation of the association in 2003. We have been together. We celebrate each other. We celebrate our unity. We celebrate our strength. I'm really honored to be here today, just to stand and celebrate with the Acholi community. And in fact, Acholi community is one of the best dances in South Sudan. The best dance in South Sudan. It's number one. And I can remember during the Jamal Abdel Nasser, the president of Egypt, Acholi was sent to represent Sudan in Egypt. That's the history. If I don't know, some of you knows it. So this is how Acholi dance best is. So I'm happy to be here in front of you, just to encourage you, just be brothers and sisters. And I know it is important for us as a community to be together, and because with the unity we will have a strength. With the unity we can achieve a lot of things. So I'm just asking Acholi community, continue with this spirit, continue with uniting various clients to be together, and just be Acholi as one tribe. And I'm happy to be here as a Equatorial chairman, and I'll be with you until the end of the night. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Clement, for your contribution to the community and connecting all the clans together. To appreciate the elders that's been active in our community, the guys that have been putting in the work, making these type of things happen, and also educating the youth and going out of their way to support the community. It's a hard community, and those guys have been powering through this whole year, more than years, to get everyone together. The first person I would like to introduce, it will be Mark Otto. Just come and wave. And the second person would actually be our cameraman, which I haven't told you, Stefan. You'll be James. Can you hold his camera? Yeah. And then and Andrew Okello.
And
Introduce Santino.
and Santorino Onyala.
And Rosa Chen. Rosa Chen. Oops.
All right.
And then who else?
So these great people we've got standing in front of us, as Charles mentioned, are the people who have been leading us in the Acholi community, helping us and guiding us in all the community events that we have happening. They work extra hard, put in a lot of effort to make everything possible for us. So we thank you all.
Just like that? Just go say hi. Thank you, guys. All right, the next group we'll introduce are the new generation dance group. The youth are going to start off and show us a bit of what they've learned. If you guys are ready, make your way down.
So these kids work extra hard. They put in a lot of effort and time to practice. It's not easy, but they always come out and put a beautiful performance for us.
What
Yeah, wow. Isn't that amazing? You're seeing our young sisters doing this thing. It's amazing. It makes me proud. It makes me feel like there's a generation that's gonna be coming, and we're gonna know our tradition, and we'll be able to pass it on. So having them at that age performing at the high level, it makes a lot of us feel good. I'm sure it's not just me. Please give a round of applause to the girls. Awesome. All right, the next person, it's gonna be an awesome performance. You're gonna have to support her. She's been doing great in the community as well, a great youth leader. And her name is Grace.
Viva Nga kungalenjera ntamwe biyengeri
Please give a round of applause to Grace herself.
Hello. First of all, I would like to say thank you very much for our young ladies and the people about Otole. And also I thank you for at least coming to attend this very important occasion. Of course, we know that everything has got a beginning. So this Acholi association was founded some years back. And there have been a number of chairmen who have been leading us to our destination as Acholi Community. So that we cannot really call all of them one by one, but we prepare that we give our appreciation to the last chairman of Acholi Community that Mark Otto has taken over from him. This is our sincere appreciation for all the good things he has been doing to us, and especially for guiding us throughout, supporting us, encouraging us, which is make it possible for us to be united, and we continue. And of course, from there, Mark also took his footstep to encourage us, and that is the same thing that Mark is actually doing today. Then the whole thing goes back to the former chairperson. So therefore, I call upon Patrick Okwo, if he's here, please, if you can come forward here to get our appreciation. Patrick Okwo. Then I call upon our current chairperson, Mark Otor, to come and present this certificate of appreciation to our former chairperson.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I hand over to the MC to take over from here. Thank you.
Are we there? All right, I can hear some noises at the background, please. All right. I'm not an MC, but I'm just covering for 1 minute. We got an exciting show coming up. It's time for fashion show, so I'll give it up for the fashion show. So welcome them. Thank you.
iRocking.com for more Nigerian music anytime, anywhere.
Yeah, yeah, you are my African queen. Ooh, Lord, just like the sun, light up the earth, you light up my life. The only one I ever see with a smile so bright. Hey, just yesterday, you came around my way. My horse in way with your astonishing beauty. Oh, you couldn't make a brother sing. No ordinary thing, a supernatural being. And no, you are brighter than the moon, brighter than the star. I love you just the way you are. And you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. You take me where I never been. You make my heart go ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. And you remind me of a thing, and that is the African beauty. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, you are my African queen. Oh, Lord, ooh, Lord. Out of a million, you stand as one, they are standing one. I look into your eyes, girl, what I see is paradise. Hey, you captivated my soul. Now every day I want you more. I cannot deny this feeling I'm feeling inside. Hey, no one cannot take your place, you cannot take your space. It's a fact I cannot erase. And no, you are the one that makes me smile, make me float like a boat upon the Nile. Girl, you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. You take me where I've never been. You make my heart go ding-a-ling-a-ling. Yeah, you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. And you remind me of a thing, and that is the African beauty.
I'm feeling the energy is very low at the moment. I feel like we need to step it up a little bit. So we would like to invite all of the Acholi community to please join the women in the Otole dance. That would be great if everyone could join in. Not just Acholi, but we invite everyone to please join in as well. So, DJ, when you're ready, please play the music.
Yeah.
Janani Luumba hero of Christian faith. Luumba giant leader. One way. Saint Janani Luumba hero. A good leader by example. Janani Luumba. One way. Saint Janani Luumba hero. One yeah. One pajomo yeah. One pajomo lare. One wani jayuni yeah. Fire. Arise and shine again and again. The black Jews of Africa, people of the Nile Valley, the chosen children of God. Arise and shine. The window mambo chatamba, the window mambo chatania, the window mambo chatamba. Oh yes, la rula dinwa. The window mambo chatamba, the window mambo chatania, the window mambo chatamba. Oh yes, la rula dani. The window mambo chatamba, the window mambo chatania, the window mambo chatamba. Oh yes, la rula umwa. Oh yes, la rula dani. Oh yes, la rula umwa. Oh yes, la rula dani. Oh la rula dinwa. Oh yes, la rula dani. Oh yes, la rula umwa. Oh yes, la rula dani. Oh la rula dinwa. Oh no ma ule yo wichimarani. Oh no ma ule yo wichorpi. Oh yes, ule yo wichatan. Ule yo ma wichatan ba. Oh no ma ule yo wichimarani. Oh no ma ule yo wichorpi. Oh yes, ule yo wichatan. Ule yo ma wichatan ya. Papa Nile, Gela Champion Aeronautic, Mapaji Padi, Macharu Magi, Principal, Buala Theological College, Provincial Secretary, Head Province, Mechaka Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Ipoka Zaire, Kistan Congo, Imahali Bachien, Yabongwen, Pierre Michel, Michel, Yoko, Imahali Bachien, Yabongwen, Pierre Michel, Yabongwen, Pero Majalo Bishop, Mendes, Menon and Uganda, Imahali Bachel, Yabongwen, Pierre Michel, Yabongwen, Yoko, Imahali Bachel, Yabongwen, Pierre Michel, Yabongwen, Pero Majalo Archbishop, Primate, Me Province, Me Church of Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Boka Zaire, Kistan Congo, Maha Alibachel, Yabongwen, Pierre Michel, Yabongwen, Pereto Mario, Maha Alibachel, Yabongwen, Pierre, Carla Guinera Quede. Come on, you know that we'll take it home. Come on, you know that we'll take it home. Come on, you know that we'll take it home. Come on, come on, you know that we'll take it home. Come on, you know that we'll take it home. Come on, you know that we'll take it home. Come on, Jana no topilaro Uganda, Jana no topilaro Africa, Umo topilaro del Sol. We don't go pull our road. Jana no topilaro Uganda, Jana no topilaro Africa, Umo topilaro del Sol. We don't go pull our road. Jana di lu, Jana di lu, Jana di lu, Jana di lu, Jana di lu. We remember you, Jana di lu, Jana di lu, Jana di lu. A good leader and example, Jana. Jack the king of swamp. Follow, yeah.
What
babini lara dama wonde yo babini lawa ya rollo bani kiru kiru buri do ye wonde yo babini lawa ya rollo bani kiru kiru buri do ye wonde yo babini lawa ya wonde yo babini lara dama wonde yo babini lawa ya wonde yo babini mari lara dama wonde yo babini lawa ya wonde yo babini lara dama wonde yo babini lawa pero meloni wengi ya pero meloni wengi ya pero meloni wengi ya pero meloni wengi ya yo meloni wengi megi 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 ya wallo bani ngara loy wai pe 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 mundar wengi jero ma ko la mundar wengi ko amiro makka mundar wengi jero ma ko la mundar wengi ko amiro makka wote to jok dong kini dunya ada amiro makka wote to jok dong kini dunya ada amiro makka
Thank you guys, that was awesome. So tired. Alright.
Acholi waye. Acholi waye. Jet yirika na wangayo. Gene wapo. And uti ma be for gene go to. The next, I guess we're moving forward to introduce our final guest speakers, and then after that we'll go straight to dinner. I understand that a lot of you have been sitting down for a long time without any food, but yeah, that's coming right after our last guest speakers. Yeah.
These guys have been waiting for a long time. We're so sorry for the long wait. And thank you guys for being patient. So could we please welcome the special guests, Nathan and Jillian, to please come up.
How's everyone doing? Excellent, excellent. My name's Nathan, this is Jillian.
How are you?
We represent a company called Windsor Property Group. What we do is we help people invest and we help people plan for their retirement, and also we help people purchase homes. Really what I'm going to do is just a quick little introduction, and I'll leave it over to Jillian because she's just a better talker than I am. So
I like having a microphone in my hand.
You actually can't take it off her
No.
once she's got it in there.
It's mine.
So our background, I'm a mortgage broker as well, so if, we were helping people get loans for homes, and then obviously that's how I met Jillian. The main thing about what we do, from a lending point of view, is, and I'll assume that people have a home at the moment, so if we just, there we go, beautiful. So if this is basically what your home is, what we do is we use this home to actually allow you to purchase another property and plan for your retirement that way. What I'll actually do now is I'll bring it over to Jillian. So Jillian's got 15 years experience in investment property, and she's been helping hundreds of people do this.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks so much for having us. And I think the plan was that you wanted to wear me out on the dance floor before I actually get to speak. Is that what it is? So that I get off a bit quicker? Yeah, I think that's the way it works. as Nathan said, what we do is we help people create wealth. Is there anyone in this room that would quite like to create some wealth for themselves? Show of hands? So all of you have got enough money, is that what you're telling me? Am I in the wrong room? Just by show of hands, who already owns a home? Yeah? So there's a few of you. How many of you own more than one? How many of you would like to own more than one? Yeah? Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to run through a really quick, just an overview to give you some ideas of why we help people do what we do. And at the end of this, there's the opportunity for every one of you in this room that it's appropriate for to actually have a consultation with us one-on-one at a later date. So we can actually talk about your own personal circumstances. So what I'm going to talk about tonight is just giving you a really broad approach to just beginning to understand why we encourage you to invest and how that can actually help you with your future. So, because I don't know specifically the details of all of you, I'm just going to make a few assumptions. So I'm going to assume for the moment that you are all 45. I know that's an insult to some of you and a compliment to others. So you can replace whatever your age is with that number. And let's assume for a moment that we're all going to have to work until we're 65. Now, I can guess that for some of you in this room, that's not a very appealing thought. That's a lot of years ahead of you that you've got to work. Would that be right? Now, we're also going to assume that we all pass on around about 85. So I'm not trying to write anybody off too soon. I'm just working with averages here. So what we look at is we're going to assume that if you are going to retire at 65 and you're not going to pass away till 85, there's this period of time that we have to look at where is the money coming from. Because it doesn't come from the home that you live in. It doesn't come from the car that you drive. It's only going to come from the assets that you have that produce you an income. So that might be shares, it might be managed funds, it might be money in the bank, it might be your superannuation, or it could be properties that you've invested in. So when we look at the asset total, it's shares, money in the bank, superannuation, or property. And whatever the total is that you have by the time you reach the age of 65, that's got to last you for this period of time. Plus, if it's anything like my family, the kids are probably going to want their share. The grandchildren are probably going to want their share as well. And so there might be a little bit that's left over for you to live on. Now, what we also have to look at is what the liabilities are. Because just because we don't count your home as an asset doesn't mean that the bank's not going to remind you of the liability. So for those of you that already own your own home, how would you like to pay it off a bit sooner? Yeah? Or do you think it's a good idea to reach retirement and still owe money to the bank? I'm thinking that's not such a great idea. So when we look at that, we've got to look at what do we owe? And can I tell you from, as Nathan said, 15 years of experience doing this, a lot of people reach their retirement and that number is still multiple six figures. So that's a pretty big burden to carry into your retirement years. When we look at retirement, how much is enough? And there's all sorts of ideas that get rallied around with this. But just to give you a rough idea, so if you as a couple want to have an income of, let's say, $50,000 a year in your retirement, you need to have at least $1 million in income producing assets. If you say, Gillian, that's nowhere near enough, we actually want to have $100,000 in income, then you're going to need to have $2 million. So whatever the amount is that you want, if we multiply that by roughly 20 years, that gives you a pretty good idea of what you're actually going to need. Now, my experience has been, and if we look at the Bureau of Statistics, that by the time you actually reach retirement, most people, if they're lucky, have between 200,000 and 300,000. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not sure that $10,000 a year to live off is a particularly exciting retirement. Would you agree? I don't mind if you yell at me, that's okay. So if we assume that most people have got between 200,000 and 300,000, you can see that there's a long way that we have to bridge that gap. Now, there's an asset that you've got that's probably not working for you right now. The tax that you pay. Do we all get excited about paying tax? No? No, I don't either. And I'm not here to tell you don't pay your tax. But what I'm here to tell you is that there's perhaps a better way that you can use your tax dollars. So whatever that number happens to be that you're paying in tax, if you multiply it by the number of years that you've still got to work, it's a pretty big number, yeah? And for most people, they've never actually sat back and looked at that and figured out how much money they're actually going to pay the government. And, you know, again, the government needs that money because we need roads, we need schools, we need hospitals, we need all of that sort of stuff. But particularly the government needs it because we need housing and we need to be able to fund retirement. And so what they say is that if you use your tax dollars, whatever those are, and you invest, they will let you recycle those tax dollars. So imagine this, you come along and you put an investment property in place. Now I'm just going to assume for the moment that that's worth 400,000, okay? Here's our little tenant who is really happy because you've given them somewhere to live. So what this tells our government is two things. It says, you've provided accommodation for someone, so therefore they don't have to. And second of all, you've done something towards your retirement, or at least towards your future, that means there's less chance they have to fund your future. So what they say is that they will take these tax dollars and allow you to redirect that towards that investment property. So how exciting is that? No longer are you just blindly able to give your tax dollars to the government for them to distribute. You've actually got the opportunity to direct them into something that enables you to create a future for yourself as well. Now, there is still going to be a little bit that you have to contribute. So the tenant's contributing some, your tax dollars are contributing some, and the bit that you need to contribute will sit somewhere between about $50 to $100 a week. Now, by show of hands, who would like to have a property for $50 a week? Yeah, absolutely. You should all have your hands up. And it's as simple as that. That's basically what we're looking at. Now, if we fast forward 10 years' time, again, according to statistics, that property in Melbourne would be worth about $800,000. How scary is that, to think how fast they go up? So that property is now worth $800,000. So you've made for yourself, in 10 years, another $400,000. How many of you think that just by saving alone, you could save $400,000 in the next 10 years? So $40,000 a year. Do you think you could do that? Do you know the average in Australia is we save $1,000 a year? That's it. But the one thing that we're really, really good at is paying our bills. And so by doing this, what we're doing is we're creating a bill that's going to cost you $100 a week that becomes a compulsory savings program for you at the same time. So now imagine right now that your mortgage, and let's look at the averages, which sit between about 300 to 400,000 is the average mortgage. So what do most people do to try and get rid of their mortgage? Any extra money they've got, they pay it in there, don't they? Yeah? So what I'm suggesting is there's a possibility for you that you take this $100 a week and you invest it in a property. If we multiply that by 10 years, you will have invested $52,000 into that property. But that's created for you another $400. Now compare that with if you paid the same $100 a week for the same 10 years into your mortgage. Here's the difference. This $52,000 is pre-tax dollars. This $52,000 is post-tax dollars. So you've probably earned about $80,000 even to get the 52. This $52,000 allows you to pay your mortgage down by $400,000. This $52,000 is going to reduce your mortgage by $52,000. So I ask you, which would you prefer? Do you want to take the same $100 a week and just reduce your mortgage by 52? Or do you want to create $400,000 for yourself that enables a lot of people to eliminate their mortgage? Remember, the tax dollars are going to go whether you do this or whether you don't. The tenant needs somewhere to live, whether it's your house or someone else's. And the property is going to go up in value no matter who owns it. This is just a simplistic way of you creating some wealth, not only for you, for your future, but also for your children, for their future. It's not something that we see taught in schools, and I think that's why I get so passionate about this, because it's something that I think if we can then pass that on to the next generation, we're going to see a lot of the issues that currently exist actually get resolved. I'm happy if anybody's got any questions. That's like a really brief overview for you to give you an introduction. What we do is we sit down with each person individually and look at their personal circumstances. So it may be that you don't already have a home, but you're actually saving to buy one. And sometimes we can give you some guidance as to what's the best way to do that. It may be that you've got a home and you want to pay that home off sooner. Or it may be that you've already got an investment portfolio and you actually want to be able to expand that. Now, as a thank you, did you want to talk about what we've got?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for that, Gillian. As a thank you, we've also got a form here. If you'd like to fill it out, there's a bit of a competition we're running with some movie tickets. We'll get that passed around to the tables. And if you could just fill out your details on that form, and then we'll be doing a draw a little bit later on with the prizes. And Gillian's just going to pass them around right now.
So we're just passing those forms around at the moment. It's just a case of really filling in name, address, phone number for those of you that are interested. Each person that goes into the draw, we will contact you directly, and you do qualify for what we call a free health check on your finances. So if you would like us to meet with you and just discuss what the options are for you as individuals or as a couple, as a family, then we're more than happy to be able to do that. And it's really been such a privilege to have a period of time to speak and be embraced by your community, and we thank you for that opportunity, and we certainly hope that this is an opportunity for you to move forward in a really positive direction, and then we can all be holidaying and retiring together later, doing some exciting stuff, or we'll just come and dance with you again. Yes. Excuse me.
Me, my English also little.
Right.
I arrived here when I was already 65. Now what can I do? I'm interested of get a mortgage. Okay. Tell them loudly. They want to listen. Yeah. Not from me on there. They want, public want to listen. They want to listen. What are your question? Yeah.
So for those of you, I've just been asked the question: what can we do when you're already 65? And there's no blanket answer to that, which is part of the reason why we're getting you to fill in the forms, and that we will contact you directly so that we can look at each of your individual circumstances. Sometimes we may not be able to help you, but we'll be able to at least give you some guidance as to what you may be able to do. So we're unfortunately not a Band-Aid that that fits one size fits all, but the benefit of one of our consultants coming and meeting with you is that you actually get to sit down and see what is appropriate for you, if there is something that we can do to help you. Are there any other questions? No? Okay, well, when you've got those forms handed in, the prize is for some movie tickets. The first one is for a family movie pass, and then there's 2 others for couples as well. And so we will collect those in, and we will draw those shortly. Thank you.
All right. Can I please get everyone's attention? We would like to thank Nathan and Julian for the presentation that they just went through. Everyone can take the time to fill out the forms, and then when you've finished with that, you can pass it down to them.
This is the last program, and then after this program, it's open dance floor till 12 a.m. But we've enjoyed our time. I hope you guys enjoyed your time as well. We're going to be calling out a few couples that are going to be opening the dance floor. So what long donga, gin maga bina yabu gene, miel, yabu de boborwa. And the kids, if you guys can clear the dance floor, we're going to call out names. Okay. The first couples I'm going to call out to open the dance floor, Justin and Anna. Justin and Anna. Kautia, Wubin. Justin. I think I'm here.
Yeah.
Justin, you can Anna, Wubin. Yala Namario, Andrew Wicked Fatima, Ubinu Konwan Migene Yabo Dibo, Andrew G. Fatima. Namadeg, Melody Rapa, you get Grace. Apa, who get Grace? I don't know. Ubina Yabo Dibo, Apa, who get Grace? And then carry on.
Also joining those people, could we please get Sunday and Rose to come up to the stage as well? Sunday and Rose.
Sunday Rose.
Sunday and Rose.
Paulo.
Could we please also get Robert and Acha?
Robert Ikaracha.
And lastly, we would welcome Helen and David.
Helen, you got David.
Helen and David.
Ubi Yabi. DJ, I think they're ready.
When you're ready, come up.
DJ.
Maboko polele motema nanga mpembe yambanga na Maria yambanga na bosani banzela nyonso okotelinga na motema nzoto nanga na pesio
Could I please also get Lana Yule onto the stage as well?
Banda moya lelo natiki liberté nanga na mikangi esinga na kingo polelo aeta vitalanga na kati ya miso nanga oyeba bebebe ya munganga yambanga na maboko polele motema nanga pembe yambanga na mariage yambanga bazela nyonso okotelinga na motema nzoto nanga na pesio yambanga na maboko polele motema nanga mpembe yambanga na mariage yambanga na bosani bazela nyonso okotelinga na motema nzoto nanga na pesio mingi bayelanga balukanga natala bango panga ninakutani na yo simbala moko trublenga umarkenga aetabi elili na yo ekomami na seronanga na motonanga lokola sima atakati ya moi naza kotala na kolota ya nzoto na yo ami yambanga na maboko polele motema nanga pembe yambanga ya mariage yambanga na bosani banzela nyonso okotelinga na motema nzoto nanga na pesio yambanga na maboko polele motema nanga pembe yambanga na mariage yambanga na bosani banzela nyonso okotelinga na motema nzoto nanga na pesio lelo tosangani nga na yo na mariage liboswa nzambe na baboti na biso mai ekokitanga na miso nakomi kolela nandimi te nde nakali nayoki nzoto mpe yo ntango babenisi biso na nganga nzambe oambrasenga toleri maeta vite ce jour tu es mon rêve j'ai placé toute ma vie en toi yambanga na maboko polele motema nanga pembe yambanga na mariage yambanga na bosani bazela nyonso okotelinga na motema nzoto nanga na pesio yambanga na maboko polele motema nanga pembe yambanga na mariage yambanga na bosani bazela nyonso okotelinga na motema nzoto nanga na pesio mariage boswanzabe naboti biso mai ekokitanga na miso nakomi kolela na limite enabali nayoki nzoto mpe otango babenisi biso na bakanzambe oambrasenga oleli maeta vie de ce jour tu es mon rêve j'ai placé toute ma vie en toi yambanga naye maboko polele motema nanga mpembe yambanga na mariage yambanga nabosani banzela nyonso okotelinga na motema nzoto nanga na pesi yo yambanga naye maboko polele motema nanga mpembe yambanga na mariage
nama Rio walungo jomoko dogoto munu joma pat gom chani ka Alex kike esta gage tie wagi don mene debo who else ala Paul Yagines me ga otie udon mene debo yala Christine ko nen mene ga otie udon mene debo dogoto ka mede dano ye Lucy can mark mene utimbe udon borwa ka otie liwa who can marry mene ka otie udon mene ba borwa yo yala Christine who can nen who can who kon mene udon oya du ke Susan mene udon ka otie apoga who can alma ka otie mene udon we wanen dibo pongo mchane gidano ka ubere ga tiel pa lo kindano nana apoya wanen dibo be
Ndio nzoto maze namona moto nini nameka na yo te motema nanga ekangami motambo na yo bapekisa batikala na nsoni yo elongi nzoka esangisa bacharme maze oleka nzela bato banso bakobaluka itaketa ndio nzoto maze bakoma baemba vraiment na mona telo mobimba ya moto eto na nzoto n'élégance ezali likambo bana mibali bakufa ye bandeko botela mate na lineti ye leki ya mopati bimase aleka mibali mitema mikobeta wo mwana ya mama ite mase bandeko botela mate na lineti ye leki ya sharufa ye mase mitema mikobeta ye mwana ya mama ike mama olingonga na ye tokanga na libanga tobwaka na ebale ya Zaire masuwa madinda kala mabima teo ebima se libanga ya bolingo na biso olingonga na ye tokanga na libanga tobwaka na ebale ya Zaire masuwa madinda kala mabima teo ebima se libanga ya bolingo na biso kitoketa ndio nzoto maze ongenga mafuta wolo na nzoto ye mobimba ya moto etona nyonso na bote kobanda linzaka miso na nsuki ye abwaka lokolo oyo nde nsuka ya démarche aluka Kinshasa mobimba bato bakufa ye ya Zaire Masua madina kala mabima teo Ebima seri banga ya bolingo na biso Kitoko etonyo nzoto maze Ongenga mafuta wolo na nzoto Mobimba ya moto etona nyonso na bote Obanda linzaka miso na suki ye Abwaka lokolo oyo nde suka ya démarche Aluka Kinshasa mobimba bato bakufa ye na yo te na bolingo ngo maze na koki na yo nalingise yo suka se na kobala yo nakolesa yo maze baluki bakimisa yo na mote ya mosolo maze balongolinga mosala na kufa na ngelele maze bakoselinga makambo mpona kota na welengo maze nazali na yo nakotika te suka se bakoka mwa ngai nakobala yo maze babakisi yo lokasa ya rouge na elongi ya 5 ans maze otoli bango pamba mpo makasi ya bolingo nanga maze olobelaka nga nyonso bango bakolobaka contre nga osoni bateli les yeux suka se bateli les yeux bateli miso nakoki na yo te na libalango maze nakoki na yo nalingise yo suka se nakobala yo nakolesa yo maze baluki bakimisa yo na mote ya mosolo maze balongolinga mosala na kufa na nzala maze bakoselinga makambo mpona kota na welengo maze nazali na yo nakotika te suka se nakotika te nakotika te maze babakisi yo lokasa ya rouge na elongi ya 5 ans maze otali bango pamba mpo makasi ya bolingo nanga maze olobelaka nga nyonso bango bakolobaka contre nga osoni bateli les yeux suka se bateli les yeux bateli misonga touch me. I love you. Baby, touch me. Oui, je suis à toi. Je suis à toi. Chérie, pense à moi. Oui, je suis à toi. Chérie, pense à moi. Oui, je suis à toi. Chérie, pense à moi. Oui, je suis à toi. Chérie, pense à moi. Oui, je suis à toi. Chérie, pense à moi. Oui, je suis à toi. Chérie, pense à moi. I love you. Baby, touch me. I love you. Baby, touch me. Oui, je suis à toi. Chérie, pense à moi.
Thank you everyone. Thank you, especially for those that participated. Next year it's going to be a different group. So prepare yourself if you weren't called this today. But look, it just shows that it's a good feeling. You know, seeing husbands and wives. I guess, hey, it's good for the youth as well. It's sort of, it keeps us together, things like that. But I guess the next one, me and Agnes are basically done for the night. Next one, come along, show us that you're confident enough to take on the dance floor by yourself. Whether your partner's not here or not, feel free and come and fight through that. There's an open dance floor. Anybody to come in, and if your name hasn't been called, welcome your wife, your husband down as well. Enjoy. The kids, everybody. Thank you guys. Thanks for having us.
Rebecca Maya, wait till ya gola. Highway gola. I gonna get on my kuja. Ya da highway gola. Rebecca Mawen, wait till ya gola. Obama get it, I go to Ruba. Tin go again, Waduma. Obama get it, I go to Ruba. Tin go again, Waduma. Highway get it, I go to Ruba. Tin go again, Waduma. Luye, 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 Luye. Juba woman, Juba woman, Juba woman. Highway, no dinner yet to the old way, get through to the wild. Highway, look at where we'll look where to you to the wild. Highway, look at what we'll look where to you to a way. Highway, look at me, I go like a boo. We don't want you on your highway, look at me, I go like a boo. We don't want you on your you don't get to know Raya. No dinner, you don't want to do. You don't know you know Raya. No dinner, you don't want to do. Gangwati or Dobu, no dinner, or no door, buy you. Gangwati or Dobu, no dinner, or no door, Ganya. I Pajo, no dinner, buy you, and then we'll fool. Turi Pajo, or no door, Ganga, and then we'll fool. I look to away, or no pajo kanyan yo buwa. We watin kong ba tiro wa. Aywe. We watin kong ba tiro wa do ma. Ay pajo do fudo. Wono do wono pajo. Ay pajo do fudo. Wono do wono pajo. Ay lo tira gora. Kapu wen tin gidong way la bo mego gi wego. Baba don't pedo. Ay we mama don't pay ya. Ay baba don't pedo. Ay yeah mama don't pay ya. That way do you give me on young? Katereba. That way do you give me on young? Katereba. Nekere food way give maru. We derby. Didn't matter why you been then. I told you polo kichano. Nekere food way give maru. We derby. Didn't be them ya. Wanga be touch. Lucky be oya. Guinea be net. I wait the bonne and out in a while. Where would you woo? I do the bonne and let in a while. Where are young woo? Judah, yam to no better get what la la carachin. And I, yeah, oh, we're again, roll la la. Judah, and you were again, wait, roll la la. Con polato, pero que palmo a ti. Ay, we gora, agora quiero más que cuchillado. Si we gora, Rebecca Maya, wait y agora. Ay, we gora, agora quiero más que cuchillado. Si we gora, Rebecca Mawen, wait y agora. Para que tira con turba, tin corregan guaruma. Para que tira con turba, tin corregan guaruma. I will get tira con turba, I tin corregan guaruma. Mira brutino, gora caputin copa. Mira brutino, gora caputin copa. I will malo lo tirawa. What on your one yona ya. I will malo lo tirawa. What on your one yona ya. Que tira para mera, tin copa, I lo tirawa. I will make it like a guru. Elizabeth Ben, la mera come la Roma, Rose Achan, didn't go again la Roma, Lutinowa, didn't go again like again ba. I be a go like a poo, didn't go again like again ba. I wait, Lutina when you are low, one kid was Johnny. I don't think when you are low, one kid was Johnny. Morba, Chiwe, and I got your morba, Tirawa. Who can better voice? I got your morba, Panequara, I got oh mayo, Magui, Balua, Oba. I bet up, who can better voice? I got your morba. I bet up, who can better voice? I got your morba. I got better voice, Tirawa. I got your morba. Kaneno ngomba ay no tiro magedongi diro magedigo kaneno gangba uno gwa kwe ganya uno yo kwe pajo uyo fuwo gwa kwe ganya ay uno yo kwe pajo luye ludiwa ludiwa uno tigre do diro do wa ba wa nyona ludiwa uno tigre Wanjora mere modba, yene ayelo diriwa. Wanjora we modba, kamiti iye amaroba nyonwa nyona ya. Kamiti iye latinwa amaroba iba nyonwa nyora. Wudiwa. Wop Augustine, Ucheng, Gideon. Wop Augustine, Ucheng, Gideon. One Wadoma. Tell me I go like a fool. Mana buru wing me bofu. Tell me I go like a fool ya. Mana buru me bofu ya. I go like yeah. Go like a fool. Come on yeah. Inuba. Sudan. Tiwe. 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 Labola. Labola Madino. Labola. Labola Madino. Awobe. Awobe. Adira. Awobe. Ruye. 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 Chupa wobe. Chupa wobe. Frontman. Ochola Salis. Sabrino Odong. Kitan Magi. Ere para Nyomping. Bosco Mario. Rosa Chan. Elizabeth Ben. John Abare. Munoga Foch. Echeloko. Agola Kapo. Bagoku. Omete Munoge Goku. Amen. Agola ye. Agola ye. Agola ye. Agola ye. Chuba Wombe. Chuba Wombe. Agora quiero más que escuche a dar. Si ve agora, dime que maya, weche y agora. Ay ve agora, agora quiero más que escuche y a dar. Si ve agora, dime que maya, weche y agora. Vamos que tira con turba, cinco de ganguaruma. Vamos que tira con turba, cinco de ganguaruma. Ay ve que tira con turba, cinco de ganguaruma. Midman no agi pop jumagi Piagola Kapuk Saralais Langoya Odi Karada Bosco Okot Mario Elizabeth Ben Eddie Balanyon Ping Bosco Otim Mario Rose Achan Oyuro John Labare Don Foch Bodbu Uape Will Pipajo Piagola Kapuk Eroba 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 Bajok Kamera Pira, Kariotian, Sudan, Pandai, Gamanire, Eroba, Jerusalem Matiri, Chop, 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 Tagala Mawake Lagai, Tagala Mawake Lagai, La Bonabatino, La Bonabatogo, La Bonabatino, Awobe, hey, Angela, hey, Awobe, Agola Kapuki, International. Agora la boca de los mortos. Eroba. Eroba. South Sudan, Lojo pache kwaro wa yo chunya ba.
media. Man down no fool a boy. Win people can do a bit of media. Umbilical fool a boy. By water to dance can do a bit of media. Man down no fool a boy. To dance can do a bit of media. Umbilical fool a boy. To dance can do a bit of media. Man down no fool a boy. Actually, you dance in a book in Wapi where you do. One wing lieutenant. Actually, you done one wing, one low level jail. One wing lieutenant. One coro, one my yam John web the baby. Balua Magui, one my yam John web the baby. One you go, one my yam John web the baby. One you a job, one my yam John web the baby. One my yam John web the baby. Acholi, Waro Bero, dos rebo pet lopi. Hey, tegi la word pia tega mete la logo. Ye ko kumi. No papa don't ping, one more damo. One wa be akara one on yat be when you got money. One wa two mara on yat be. Papa don't ping, one more damo. Joa for you need on the bar. Actually go bed me Joa. Actually go bed me. Go bed me. Go bed me Joa. No pagang mira nera bao Joa. No pagang mira nera bao. Gawa mira kwa bao Joa. Gawa mira kwa bao. Kina wa ya julitin de la war lo pangam. Waro ni reba jena juero ya julitin de la war lo kali. Waro ni man wa reba jel. Tua waro mare kilwa. Tua. Ajuli me sa Sudan lo koduju. Winya mabe. Waro beno toba. Recuperto la viva. Ini degi la wole bi jemi lobo. Ini ma ja pero boni kumi. Reba yebo biro ko ni taba. Wa mare ko ki kwa. Jimi ma laji mo beri gati me ki wa ya ko kela tega. Wa we ko wuro jen. Ko pila jel. Wa ni wuro chin wa do ga wa ba. A fo e wuro weng.
Make
kuniua bure baba. Yule si wako nami si wangu, chuki ya nini kati yangu mimi na wewe? Chuki ya nini kati yangu mimi na wewe? Le 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 li le 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 li lo oh, oh, mama. Hasira za nini we Bwana? Hasira za nini we Bwana? Wataka kuniua bure baba, wataka kuniua bure baba. Wako hayuko, kwangu hayuko, chuki ya nini kati yangu mimi na wewe? Chuki ya nini kati yangu mimi na wewe? Le 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 li le 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 li lo oh, oh, mama. Hasira za nini we Bwana? Hasira za nini we Bwana? Wataka kuniua bure baba, wataka kuniua bure baba. Wewe una wako nyumbani na mimi nina wangu nyumbani, chuki ya nini kati yangu mimi na wewe? Chuki ya nini kati yangu mimi na wewe? Nasema sina makosa we Bwana, sina makosa we Bwana. Ayo sina makosa we Bwana.
Hey!
Let's go.